Yeah? Did they pass inspection?
So far.
Hi. Forgive the streamer lighting today. It's 2:30 in the morning when I'm recording this. It's just been like a hell of a day, and honestly, it's been a hell of a week too. I'm talking very quietly because it's really late and I feel awkward. So we went out for my partner's birthday today. We went out to a steak house, and we came home. I got to read a little bit of my book, practiced a little bit more when I got home. I'm gonna take my makeup off while I talk to you guys because I need to start getting ready for bed. It's just been like whiplash this week, this month, this year, really. And I can't help feeling sad about it because I really wanted 2025 to be, the year where I start doing different and interesting things. That's why I wanted to start doing YouTube, because it's always something that I thought I would enjoy just as a hobby. I'm already streaming on Twitch. I might as well make actual content too. It's just hard for me to talk about things that aren't what's going on right now, and historically, politically. And I keep telling myself that it's normal to feel like this because we're quite literally experiencing historical events. We're quite literally experiencing major historical events, right? I would love to sit down on here and talk to you guys and get to know you guys, but it's, if I sit down and start talking about actual things, it's gonna get real depressing real quick. And I don't want my channel to be like that. I don't want to be a political bad news channel, right? And it's gonna be really hard to avoid that because politics affects every aspect of my life. I, along with so many other people, are being directly affected by the stuff going on right now, and it's just really disparaging living through a time like this. And I keep just getting lost for words here because this was supposed to be a great year. So last year, where I started actually experiencing life in a way that I've never been able to before. I've been making new friends. I started playing my instrument again. I started getting back into streaming, and I read a lot of books. and I was really looking forward to continuing that this year. I feel like I have emotional whiplash, right? I just keep bouncing back and forth between complete despair and feeling a little bit hopeful, and taking the small moments and holding on to them. And it's so exhausting, right? That's just how it is right now. I can say I hope things are gonna get better. I can say, you know, I hope something happens. I hope it's not like a complete repeat of history. Like, it was my partner's birthday yesterday, and we got to have a little bit of time to just go out and feel normal for a little bit. And that's all you really can do. I've been trying to take more time to do the things that I don't normally have time to. I've been trying to make more art. I've been sketching and painting and playing my instruments, and that has been really good and has been helping a little bit. But yeah, I guess, like, if you're watching this far, thank you for sticking around through this depressing ass rant. I'd like to remind everyone that now is, you know, the perfect time to pick up art. If you haven't already, we need art. We need, you know, we need positivity in our everyday lives. You know, so just make sure you're taking time for yourself. You know, get involved in community efforts. I promise I'm not crying, it's just the lighting. Looking forward to getting the garden started. I have my seed bed still behind me. You can see all my tomatoes and peppers and lettuce popping up. Those are gonna have to wait quite a while to be put outside because it's like freezing again. It hasn't snowed, thankfully, because like I don't know how much longer I can stay cooped up in this house. As soon as the weather permits, I would love to be outside more. I would love to take my instrument down to the park and just play outside. Maybe bring a sketchbook with me or painting. You know, I want to be outside. I'm so sick of being stuck in the house, especially feeling like this. It's not good. And I don't want this to be a depressing video. Like, this was supposed to be like a happy vlog, you know, doing art, making music, celebrating my partner's birthday, getting outside and doing stuff, and I just don't know. I just don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah, well, I'll end this here. We'll see what makes it in the video. Hi, Editing Jay here. Just popping in to say I'm sorry that was a really depressing end to that video. I try not to censor myself too much, so like really, if I have just kind of depressing thoughts, I just kind of talk about them instead of bottling them up. So I just want to let you guys know I'm doing fine, and I hope you are too. But, you know, now's a great time to give everyone a reminder that it's normal to feel this way, especially during times like this. It's normal to feel depressed and sad and overwhelmed during unprecedented times, during historical moments being made, during political unrest, during a time of uncertainty. And I really debated not keeping that in the video just because it got me really down watching it again. I'm recording this at the beginning of April. It's April 6th now, so you know, I'm like a week past this already, and like I've just been going through this kind of up and down all year, and I decided that I am gonna keep it in the video because this is me documenting my life. This is me documenting and talking about my experiences and my feelings, and I know that I'm not the only one who feels this way, especially right now. I talk to a lot of you guys on stream, and so many people have told me that they feel exactly the same way. I want my space to be a place where people can talk and be free to feel the way that they feel without feeling bad about it. I'm not exactly a bastion of good mental health. And especially in times like this, I believe it's important that we keep talking about mental health and talking about the way that we feel and the way that the world is affecting us. Because right now I've seen a lot of discouraging behavior, especially online, directed at people just for simply feeling their feelings. Not only are we going through a recession economically, but we're also regressing as a society. We went through a phase culturally in the US where people were talking about mental health and people were destigmatizing these conversations, and now, because of the rise of conservatism, I believe we're severely regressing in that aspect. So I'm gonna keep talking about mental health because it's important to me, and it should be important to everyone as well. It's normal to feel this way. It's normal to want to talk about your feelings. It's normal to be human. It's normal to feel human feelings and human emotions. And especially right now, I think we could all use a little reminder that it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be okay, and all we can do right now is to just hold onto each other tightly and to hold on to those things in our lives that keep us going, things in our lives that keep us moving through it all. I know a lot of people are scared, and a lot of people don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, and I am afraid as well, but I'm not going to give up because that's what they want us to do. I'm going to focus on the things in my life that I can control. I'm going to focus on the things in my life that make my life worth living. And I'm going to spend more time doing things instead of doom scrolling, because this year alone, social media has had a very negative impact on my mental health, as you can see in this video. I'm doing my best to keep the political talk to a minimum on my channel, not because I don't think it's important, not because I'm afraid to have these conversations, but because I don't want my content being a source of sadness or anger or confusion from other people, especially with topics like this where I don't know all the details myself. And I'm not saying be an ostrich and stick your head in the sand. That's not what I'm saying, and don't misconstrue that. But I feel that the constant onslaught of horrible, depressing news is bad for your mental health. So, if you're able to keep up with everything 100%, then so be it. I'm not. As you can see. I know people are going to disagree with that take. I've seen some very online comments on the Clock app, as the kids say, about how avoiding the news is a sign of cowardice, and I would disagree, right? We have hundreds of news sources that we can consume media from. We don't need to be watching every single thing every single day to understand what's happening. If you want to stay in the loop, you can sign up for the Library of Congress mailing list. That's where I get my news from, especially with all these bills that are being passed, because I want to stay in the loop, but I don't want to hear 12 people on TikTok saying, breaking news, another horrible, devastating blow to modern humanity has happened. You know, so do what you can to stay sane. Do what you can to live a fulfilling life in the face of all of this, because the most important thing right now is to find your joy and to find your happiness and to find a life worth living right now. It's hard, but we'll get through it. Thanks so much for watching. I've realized I never actually recorded a proper outro for any of my videos before, so I figured I'm gonna do it now since I'm sitting here already. If you'd like to support me, you can subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the social media places. I have all of those linked below in the description if you want to check those out. We also have a Discord server. Primarily I use that with my Twitch people. We're always sending memes to each other, cat pictures, dog pictures, general shit posting. We have a good time in this server. As of right now, I'm still live over on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays. I'm thinking about getting an extra day on the weekend started when my availability in the summer opens up again. But yeah, you know where to find me. Hopefully I catch you around. And in the meantime, I hope you guys take care of yourselves. I hope you take care of each other as well. And I hope that we can just get through this in one piece. Take care.